Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Pokemon Go. This video I'll be showing my first ever marathon EX raid that I've done last Wednesday, 24th of January 2018. This is the first time I received 4 EX passes for each of my account and at 4 different gyms at different timing. And here the first raid was at Nickel Highway Station, and you can see the crowd has started together even 1 hour before the actual raid time. So the tip number 1 and the most important one is to be there early. You should be there at least half an hour before the actual EX raid starts. Well, the main reason for this is that you will be meeting other trainers so that you can group together and have a private individual raid with your designated team like Team Mystic, Valor or Instinct. It's important to team up together with the same team color because this will give you additional premier balls which will be very useful in helping you to catch your very first Mewtwo. And of course if you are there early you can group together all those trainers not only of the same team but also group together with the different trainer levels so that you can maximize the number of participants to maximize the number of premier ball drop for you to catch Mewtwo. And also you can also interact with other players for those who have catch before, and then they can share the tips in catching, so that will be very reassuring and help you to boost your confidence in catching your very first Mewtwo. And now let's look at my raid with my alternate account. This is my level 31 alternate account. So this will be my first Mewtwo for this account. And as you can see, if you get the auto selection of Tyranitar, it will be good news because this Mewtwo will not have the Focus Blast moveset, which is the most difficult moveset to beat. Okay, now let's try and catch my very first Mewtwo for this account. So again, you can use the lock method or the target lock method by the Portuguese Nation, which you can Google for his YouTube videos. Or if you are not comfortable in setting the first throw ring, you can use a Nanap Berry so that it will not move, and then you can set your throw ring first. As you can see, this first Mewtwo for this account is rather jumpy. It keeps jumping around, so you just have to be patient and wait for the correct timing. And the perfect time to throw is for it to have its arm swinging action. Then after that, straight away you can do your curveball and throw, which is now, and you can see you will land a hit. But of course, if you are not confident in hitting a excellent throw, just do your ring slightly bigger so you can get a great throw at least. Also, whatever you do, try to land a hit every turn because actually for Mewtwo the catch rate is very high, because for my experience for the all 6 account that I raided last Wednesday, all 6 was caught. Next, let's move on to the second EX raid, which is at Rare Panel Sengkang Sculpture Park. Well, as you can see, my first raid is at 1 PM at Nickel Highway, which is quite a rush for this second raid, and I managed to reach here at about 1:30 or so. And with this, let's come to tip number 2, which you should pre-arrange your private raid either in a Telegram group or Discord group, whichever is more familiar or popular in your community. Because for this raid I have pre-arranged with the Sengkang and Pongo Telegram group to wait for me so that we can do this private raid together. Well, in the event you fail to have a pre-arranged private raid, you should reach the site and then shout out for help. And usually if those people who have not completed the raid, they are most willing to help. So don't feel shy to ask for help at individual raid areas. Well, for this raid, unfortunately I have 2 accounts to raid. One is Team Mystic and one is Team Valor. And the Team Valor is a friend account, but he however has asked help from the Sengkang Pongo group to wait for us to raid. So we managed to gather a Valor group with one or two Mystic players. And with that, you can see my Premier Ball allocation is only 7 for this Mystic account because majority is Valor, and then I do not gain any bonus ball from the same team. But having said that, this is still the best arrangement for my raid for this second gym because of the close timing, 1 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. and the distance is quite far apart from Nico Highway Station to Sengkang rear panel. And I'm really thankful for the Sengkang group who are willing to wait for me. Maggie, Bernard, Darren, Maria, Rachel, KK, and those that I missed. Sorry, some of the names that I do not remember. And I really appreciate your help for this raid. Well, if you have all have seen my first EX raid at the Sengkang Sculpture Park, also you can see the Mewtwo now after the latest update is much bigger and easier to land a hit. So it's really much easier to land a great hit, if not an excellent hit. Next, let's look at my friend's account, Tosho main account, and voila, he got IV95 Mewtwo with the CP of 2264. Let's see whether we can catch this one. Let's just give the hand up to set the throw ring first. Okay, excellent throw. And you all will have noticed the two different screens because this is using an iPhone 7 and the previous account is using an iPhone X, so you can see the screen length is different and also the throw distance is also different because of that. And I'm more familiar with my iPhone 7 throw range, and you can see I usually can land an excellent throw for my iPhone 7, but for my iPhone X is not the case. And you can see with these 3 consecutive excellent throw, I managed to help him catch the IV95 Mewtwo. And if you look at the appraiser, it will be the highest in HP and also attack with HP and attack 15. So this is a 15, 15, 13 Mewtwo. Next, let's move on to raid number 3, 2:30 at the Child's Play, which is located at Lorong 40 Geylang. And you can see the crowd here, and this is a highly organized gym, and you can see the organizer has prepared individual team cardboard to gather all the team together, and they really do an excellent job in organizing the private raids for all the different teams. And here I have the honor of creating the private raid group here for one of the team Mystic. And again, we see good news with the auto selection of Tyranitar, meaning that we do not have Mewtwo with the Focus Blast charge move. And that will certainly be a breeze because we have seen the people that on the same day at Rare Panel without a Focus Blast, they have managed to bring down with 3 trainers. But if you have encountered a Focus Blast, you will need at least about 8 to 10 strong trainer to take the Mewtwo with a Focus Blast charge moveset. And here with tip number 4 is that if you do encounter any problem in catching or you are too excited you miss 1 or 2 throws, don't hesitate to ask your fellow trainer nearby because there's always people who has catch more than 1 Mewtwo before and they are most willing to help out. And here again, you wait for the hand movement animation, swing animation, and then you can throw your ball at it. So again, I stress, just take your time to land a hit. Don't need to rush at throwing your premier ball at Mewtwo because it's very easy. You just wait for the hand gesture animation. It means he will just swing his arm, and when you return, you can immediately throw your ball after you've seen the animation, as you can see with the past 3 example or 4 example that I've shown with the catching screen. And without further ado, let's move on to the last raid of the day. This is 5:30 at Miskatonic Oxley, which is at the Telok Kurau Park. And here also helping my friend to do his another account. So one account is a Mystic and one account is Valor. And with the lesson that I learned at this Sengkang Rare panel, so I have purposely joined 2 different teams, one Valor account with the Valor team and Mystic account with Mystic private raid team. This is because the 3 additional premier ball for the same team bonus is very crucial, for, because especially if you feel too nervous and you miss 1 or 2 throws, that is quite critical to have additional chances for you to land a hit and to catch your very first Mewtwo. Well, again, as you can see, the auto selection for this last battle is also Tyranitar, which means again I'm very lucky for this 24th January raid, whereby all the 4 raids that I have attended, all of the Mewtwo does not have the Focus Blast as its charge move, so it's really easy to take down. And you can see with a team of ranging from 9 to 11 player is really no difficulty in taking down Mewtwo. In fact, you still have a lot of time left to bring it down. Also, one thing to note, because you can see for all these 4 raids, you can expect a large crowd turnout, and usually if there's a large crowd turnout, some of your phone signal may be weak. And we have an instance whereby those private team members were not able to join, and this time you should quickly shout out to your private raid team member and say that, oh, you get disconnected and you did not join the fight, and then ask them to quit the raid again and then restart the private raid again. Because I encountered in the battle number 2 at Rare panel, whereby a person who keep on disconnecting and then he joined our private raid. And in this Miskatonic Obsolete at the Telok Kurau Park, for the Valor team also we have one similar situation, whereby one trainer get disconnected and then she not join back the same battle, and we quit the battle and then we start again. And here you can see capture again. So I mentioned before, it's not difficult, and I use the first day catch trick first to increase the chance of capture rate, which for me it works for certain legendary beast capture. Well, I feel that it's no harm trying to maximize the percentage of catch, so whichever method that is proven useful to you in the past, feel free to use that trick. And finally, this is the 6th Mewtwo that I'm trying to catch for the day. This is for my friend's account. So this is the lowest CP that I've seen ever. Is the 2198 is below 2200. So life is fair after all, because he received the 95 IV Mewtwo, and this is the other account is the lower range of it. Well, and tomorrow I'll be doing my second wave of EX rate, which I received for my 4 account also, and also I received continuously for the 3rd round. So on the 8th of February, I'll be also doing my third consecutive EX raid for my all 4 accounts. So I will share again the videos and thank you all for watching and good luck for your Mewtwo catch tomorrow. Bye.